Greetings, everybody.
Hello.
I get to say greetings this time. You know what? I've been realizing, this is Peter Peterson and I'm Monique Darling, and we started this video series, Confessions of Revolutionary Relating, and really being able to dive into what is the next evolution or revolution of relating. And I realized that I've been putting off doing videos of any sort because it's still another flavor of being afraid of not being able to do something well. And videos are a brand new endeavor, and it's like sitting here, and many of you that follow me on Facebook know that for years and years now I'll sit and write my experiences out, because for me it's a way to make it more real, and it's be able to still feel lovable by saying the things that feel unlovable or unspeakable. And so the idea with the videos is to be able to get that across in real time and us being able to speak it. But what I've recognized as we've started doing this is it feels like I can't edit, I can't fix it, and it still is pushing my edges tremendously, because it feels like this is something that I'm not doing a good job at yet. And what is really important to me is in doing these videos is to get across the depth and the passion and how amazing our life is. And even in the huge fights and the huge depressions and the huge, like anything that comes in, all of it is the best growth period that I've ever experienced. And so that's why these videos are really important to me. And so I'm going to keep showing up and doing it, but I really wanted to let all of you know that it's pushing my edges.
So let me ask you a question. How do you face your fear? Like what is a way that helps you get out of your head and into your body and allows you to be more present with that fear?
It's practice. It's surrounding myself with people that love me and want to support me doing that, but it's really practice. And so I had a really hard time answering questions. Like Q&A was a nightmare for me, because when I broke it down, I realized I was terrified to tell someone, hey, I don't know. And so I started doing every single panel and every Q&A that I could possibly do, because I throw myself into my fears, and it was terrifying, but there's also a piece of it being exciting. And so it's like, okay, I'm scared of doing these videos, so let's make it a priority. But there's also a place that I've recognized in my life that I can not prioritize it and put everything else ahead of it because I'm afraid.
I think a story you should tell is your fear of getting into the middle of a circle. Monique and I do these classes where I'm teaching a dance portion, and I'll very oftentimes have people create a circle and then put one person in the middle of the circle to basically show off their dance moves, and for the outside circle throw in their beneficial positive energy into the person in the middle.
And Peter found out right away that I didn't want to go in the center.
She hated it, like ridiculous.
And again, I could go stand up in the front of a room of 300, 800 people and be fine, but to get into the center of a circle was terrifying.
This was perplexing. I was just like, what the hell is going on here?
The more that Peter would try and push me in, then the less that I'd want to go in, and I'd even start making faces at him and why are you pushing me? And so the way I was able to get around it is now I'll jump in the circle and just be even more outrageous or awkward, or crawl around like a crab, or jump around and shake my boobs, or do something, so it's not, I can just be scared with everybody else.
But why don't you tell them how you figured that out?
Well, we fly a lot because we travel a lot, and on one particular flight, then we were just going over things from the past, and I recognized that when I was growing up, then my mom used to put me in the center with my siblings, and they tell me everything that I'd done wrong that week or that month, or for me it was not a good thing to be in the center of a circle. And so all of that past trauma and things came up. And so I was able to really be able to dive into, I have a second chance now to be able to create what it looks like to be in the center of the circle. So whether I'm afraid, whether I'm resentful, whether it's a little bit exciting, and there's also the piece of that I don't feel like it's okay to be the center of attention. So not only is it scary that something's going to happen to me because bad things happen when I'm in the center, there's also the part of me that really wants to be the center of attention, and so I feel like I don't deserve it. And so those are the places of when you're afraid, then we invite you to tune in and see how you can throw yourself into the situation and make it even more outrageous or more awkward, or really own those pieces of you.
We've gone on for quite a while, so I think we should wrap this one up.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for paying attention and checking in. and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.